Hello and welcome to Insights in the New Year. It is finally 2021, the time that we have all been waiting for and ready for. Today I thought that we could do a New Year's meditation. And after just, kind of everything that's happened over the past year, and then also the holidays, that can be a very stressful time for many reasons for all of us. I thought it might be kind of nice to do a little bit of reflection on 2020, but maybe pulling out some of the silver linings or taking time to focus on things that maybe happened in the past year that were bright spots, so that when we go back and think about 2020, we're not only focused on all of the negative things that came out of it, but maybe we can go back and focus on maybe some of the positive things that may have brought about some change for the positive. So we'll be doing that in today's meditation, along with, again, just doing like we always do, taking about 30 minutes of time to ourselves to rest and relax and just focus on recentering in the present and just preparing our minds and bodies for whatever is in store for us for the rest of the day. So just take a moment if you haven't already and get set up and prepared for today's meditation. You can do that as always by either sitting in a comfortable seated position, if that is more comfortable to you, or if you enjoy lying down, you can also do that. Just try to cultivate a space that's free of any sort of distraction if you're able to. So go ahead and just relax into or settle into whatever position that you have chosen for today. And then just begin to deepen the breath. Beginning to focus the attention from anything that's been happening externally to what's going on in your internal environment. Trying to take some deep breaths through the nose, then exhaling through the mouth. Breathing in calm and relaxation, exhaling any tension that you might be holding in any parts of the body. Take a couple more deep breaths. In the calm and stillness of this room, let your awareness sweep through your body and just notice if there's anything obvious, any obvious areas of tightness, of tension. Sense anything that may be happening in the body that is begging to be let go. Anything that is not serving you in this moment, including any distracting thoughts, intrusive thoughts. Just acknowledging those, trying not to attach any meaning to them. Just accepting it as information and recentering your attention to the feeling in the body. As you took those deep breaths, you may be sensing a little bit of loosening or softening in the body as you invited in more relaxation into the body. Maybe you notice some loosening or softening around your shoulders. Maybe a melting or dissolving sensation. Maybe you notice a softening in the hands. Invite in a feeling of openness in the chest, a softening in the belly, relaxation through the pelvic region. If your hands are resting on any part of your body, become aware of the places where that contact exists, either between the hands and the thighs, maybe the hands and the belly, if you're resting your hands on your belly. If your hands are not on the body, but they're resting perhaps on the bed or the couch or your chair, just become aware of that contact. Notice the contact of your bottom touching the cushion of the chair, a mat, wherever it is that you are resting. Notice the contact of your feet touching the floor. Just bring awareness to that sense of pressure and warmth, as if you could feel your whole body from the inside out, just sensing the tingling and the vibrating, the heat or the cold. This whole play of sensation that exists within our bodies. This includes the sounds that we hear. Become aware of any sounds that you're hearing in the room, whether the sounds are close or distant. Listening not just with your ears, but with your whole awareness. Letting the sounds wash through you. Noticing just with listening. There's nothing to do, no action to take. You're just simply noticing. And just relaxing into the openness that is listening. Totally perceptive. There's a listening to and a feeling of the whole changing flow moment to moment. It's natural for your attention to contract and go inside of thoughts. So we're not always aware of what we're hearing or listening to in any given moment. And when that happens, when you notice thinking, it's not a problem just to recognize the thoughts. but we can bring an awareness to bringing our attention back to what we're sensing in our environment at any given moment. This can help us recenter in the present instead of being caught up in our thoughts. Now begin again to listen to the sounds that you actually hear instead of the thoughts in the mind. Listening with your whole awareness. Again, just letting those sounds wash through. Anytime that the mind drifts into thoughts, it's an opportunity to practice arriving again in the present moment. That's why we call meditation a practice. In this meditation, you can let the sounds be a home base. Kind of like we talk about the breath being an anchor, you can always come back to the breath. You can also always come back to the sound of my voice. You can begin fresh in any moment, just simply noticing where your attention is and choosing to arrive again, bringing the interest right back here, opening the attention to listen to the sounds that are appearing and disappearing moment to moment. You might re-relax in the body, listening to and just feeling the moment. In these last few moments, bringing the listening and receptive attention to the heart. Just listening to your own heart, sensing the state of your heart in this moment. Now I want you to imagine that you're lying somewhere very comfortable and that your body is relaxing more and more. You begin to feel warm and cozy inside, even though the air outside has grown crisp. The trees have lost their leaves and have gone to sleep for the winter. Imagine yourself curled up in front of a nice warm fireplace. You watch as the flames dance yellow and red. The golden yellow flame seems to relax you even further as you enjoy its warmth. And as you lie here enjoying this moment of relaxation, start to remember some of the good things that may have happened in the past year. It may take you a moment to tease those good, positive moments out of some very difficult times. But see if you can find something, anything. Maybe connection with someone, even if that connection didn't get to occur in person. Have there been any moments that have made you feel happy? Moments that maybe made you smile? Anything that might have made you feel grateful? It's been a difficult year. It's been filled with several moments of heartache, both for individuals as well as communities, for our nation, for our world. We've experienced a lot of struggle. But oftentimes in moments of struggle, there are moments of strength and resiliency. Those may not always be at the forefront of our minds. When we look back at the year, it can be overwhelming to recognize what you've been through. But can you identify those moments of strength and resiliency? Moments of empowerment, moments of connection, perhaps moments of connection that may even have surprised you. Acknowledging that 2020 was a difficult year, that difficult things happened in 2020. But then also inviting in compassion for yourself, love for yourself, and for others in our community who have struggled and are struggling. But also maybe identifying hope for the future, whatever that hope looks like for you. Hope is very individual. This year has offered up lots of opportunity for growth. Maybe you've grown on the outside, perhaps on the inside too. You're smarter and wiser this year. You likely know yourself better. Maybe you're getting to know your personal gifts more and more. The new year brings with it a brand new start. Can you envision what your hopes are for this new year? Not talking about a resolution, not talking about goals that feel overwhelming or seem unattainable. Even if it's just one small thing, more self-compassion, more self-love. Something in your control. What is your hope? And maybe it's not even a hope for the year of 2021. Maybe it's something that you're hopeful for in the next week, the next 2 weeks, the next month. Just try to focus energy. Picture that hope in your mind and send that hope some energy. Maybe it's even taking time for yourself in the new year. Showing up for you. How are you going to take care of yourself in the new year? Perhaps you've started by being here with me today. That is a win. And we have to celebrate those wins, no matter how big or small we feel like they are. Now take a deep breath in and out. And begin to start paying attention to your surroundings. Hear the noises in the room, the movement of anyone or perhaps a pet that may be in the room with you, the sound of your heat kicking on. Any sounds that you notice, just begin to bring that awareness into the body. Next, begin to invite some movement into the body. You can do that by starting just to wiggle the fingers, maybe wiggle the toes. Some people like to take a stretch after sitting in one position for a long time. You can do that by just pushing the chest forward, squinching up the shoulder blades. Maybe you even invite some movement into the head by turning the head to one side, with your ear to your shoulder. Coming back to center, and then laying your head down towards your shoulder on the other side. Coming back to center. Maybe even stretching your arms out over your head, Can do this seated or in a laying position. Take maybe even a full body stretch. And then begin, when you're ready, just to blink open the eyes, bringing into focus your visual surroundings, and hopefully feeling re-energized, refreshed, and recharged so that you can move into the rest of your day with a little bit more energy, and then also having, again, taken time for yourself today. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time.